Hey everybody, it's Melanie coming to you from the Outer Banks, North Carolina. Woo! These energies that we have been going through over this last summer, I know that my life has changed in almost every way, shape, and form possible. And it's continuing to change, and that's okay. The growth that I have made and the steps that I've taken, for those of you that follow my journey already, going from bipolar, losing my job, my life crumbling around me in every way, shape, and form, and over these last several years, picking myself up and being able to stand up on my own 2 feet again. And now going through very trying and stressful times, ending my marriage by my choice. July 24th, 2018, I was honest and spoke up for myself, and I needed to do it for a very long time. I smoked so much weed prior to making that decision to numb all of the pain and all of the frustration and all the blockages, I guess, and not wanting to end something that needed to end, because goodbyes are hard. Change is hard. Life is hard. But I did it because I started on a journey that had been bringing itself into my life whether I wanted to hear about it or not, because the YouTube people that I listened to did not talk about twin flames until I was well into subscription not fan mode, but like engaged with that community for a while. And then when they started talking about it, I started to ask, like, well, what is this? And when I checked into the twin flame journey and read about the characteristics and the signs and the synchronicities, the first thought that came to mind was that Chris was not my twin flame. And I didn't want to find my twin flame. And my twin flame found me out surfing in the great big water of the Atlantic Ocean on July 22nd, 2018. He found me with his great, big, beautiful blue eyes that I immediately could see his soul, through to his soul, to the core of his being on every level and every spiritual realm. I could see into his eyes. And my world stopped. But I ignored it and played the, like, I'm just going to get to know this person and see what happens kind of role. I'd been so terrified to get in the water that day too. But I did it. Thanks, Yamin. And one thing led to another, and we went skateboarding that night, and both of us felt a connection that we've never experienced with anybody in our lives before. And we had so many synchronicities and so many similar life journeys and paths that we'd been on. And the next night, when we hugged each other, I didn't want to let go, and it felt like home. And I'd never felt that way with any person because I was terrified of hugging people. You can ask anybody, I was not a hugger. It felt like home. And I could feel the melding of the energy. And he didn't want to let go, and I didn't want to let go either. And we then started a very fast-paced journey of seeing each other every single day for 12 days straight. We couldn't stop seeing each other. And when I felt that connection the second night that we spent time together, I ended things with my ex-husband. Actually, it was the third day that we spent with each other, but I recognized that connection the second day, and the third day I ended things. and I couldn't stop the feelings, and I couldn't hide it. I'm not anyone that can be dishonest, and if I have feelings like that for somebody else, I cannot continue to put on a mask and pretend to have feelings like that for anybody else. These feelings they're it. So I ended things, and everything got crazy with everybody because I needed to purge through all of that dark mess of life that I have experienced for the last 33 years. I needed to clear out the last bits of it. I needed to like clean out and bleach the attic upstairs because it had just been a couple cardboard boxes with this shit just laying around waiting to come out and haunt you. And I finally realized that in order to make things work, in order for things to work ever in my life, I need to clean up the messes that I've already left behind. And there was still such animosity between myself and my ex-husband. Such anger and hostility between both of us, and we couldn't be in the same room together. And I finally sat down with him after smoking a long joint, and I said, look, we can sit in this energy for as long as you would like to. Yep, you can have the rest of that, baby. Stir it up good. Yep, stir it up good. Hang on. So cleaning up shit in your life, I think, is where I left off last. And I started to clean up the stuff with my dad on Friday. And I stood in my authentic voice, and I stood in my power, and I said, you can't treat me like this. I forgive you, and I have unconditional love for you, but if you choose to treat me like this, I cannot be in your life. It is to protect myself. I love you anyways. Peace, love, namaste. And because I reacted in such a peaceful and wonderful way, which I was never capable of doing before, my dad responded in a completely different way, and I broke the patterns of the past. That day, I broke the patterns of the past with my response, and my lack of reaction, and my lack of anger and eruptiveness. Like I was no longer the volcano Melanie. As much as they want me to be, I'm not. And so I worked through that. And then on Saturday, my twin flame, my yin, triggered me. And it's because we need to deal with this stuff now so that we can have a better relationship in the future. But he triggered me something fierce, and I lost it. I'd had a really hard week, a stressful week. But you know what? No matter how hard or stressful life becomes, it doesn't allow you, the universe does not allow you to project that anger and frustration on others. Bad, angry, frustration things come right back to you and hurt you right back away. Like there's no delay anymore in the karma. You put it out, you're going to receive it back. And when he ghosted me, left me feeling abandoned again, he could have said, hey, my plans changed. I'll see you another time. No worries. And I really wouldn't have had any worries because there would have been communication. But there's nothing. And instead of saying, hey, bro, it's not really cool when you don't, like, give me a heads up. I'd appreciate it if I got a heads up. That'd be nice. But you know what? You do you, and I'll see you another time. Like, no worries. Had I responded in that way, I would have been rewarded with a positive flow. Instead, there were a lot of words said that I have regrets in what I said. Although there was a lot of honesty there as well, and maybe it needed to be said and needed to be heard. I don't know. I do know I projected feelings of anger, frustration, and pain on somebody else. And that changed their free will, and that changed their life in a really negative way. And that's not okay. So, B-Dog, I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell you in messages, and maybe you weren't ready to hear it, and maybe when you hear this video, you're ready to hear it. But I'm really sorry, and I'm understanding the lessons of life now, and I forgive myself because there's nothing else for me to do. And yeah, so fixing things with my ex has been really hard as well, because there is a lot of anger and animosity and negative feelings towards each other. But I asked him yesterday, why don't we try to live in the present moment? And his response was, I am living in the present moment. And I said, well, no, if we have animosity, regret, anger, any of those feelings towards each other, then we're living in the past and allowing those memories to affect the way we feel today. So that's not really living in the present, that's living in the past. And something changed and clicked within his head, and we're in a much better place. I helped him fix his car for hours yesterday, and I didn't leave the situation with a knot in my stomach. I left the situation in peace and love and namaste, like I preach all the time, and I have struggled with him because of the big trigger that he is in my life. So there's many things I've learned over the last couple of days. The first one is you cannot project anger, pain, and frustration on other people, because it changes their life and it takes away their right to free will and choose what they want to do, and forces barriers and blocks. And it's negative vibration, and why resonate with that? Because what you put out comes back to you. And it comes back fucking fast, guys. The next step is you cannot move forward in your life if you do not fix the stuff that's causing blockages in your life now. So for me, I don't want to live in this home anymore, but the more I stomp my feet about it and throw a temper tantrum about it and complain that I'm not getting my way, the longer I'm gonna be here. And I tell this to my kids all the time, so I need to take my own advice, and I'm gonna be landscaping and just making it a nice home for myself, because we deserve that. My girls and myself, we deserve that. The third thing I've learned is to treat others the way that you want to be treated, no matter the response that they have towards you. And so I started to do that in the beginning with Chris and co-parenting. I was treating him the way that I wanted to be treated, and he wasn't ready to give that to me. And so then I got into a mode of like, I'm going to punish you for being an asshole, and we're going to go back and forth in this paradigm. And I finally had to say no yesterday. No more. It's not worth it. It's not worth being angry. And so he had something really difficult happen, and his plans changed greatly, and I could have been a huge asshole with, well, this is the schedule, and this is what we stick to, and you're going to have to fix your car on your own time, and I don't fucking care, and blah, blah, blah. That could have been my response, but instead, I responded with, take your time. Do what you need to get done to take your time so that you can care for yourself and care for us and care for the girls. And us, like, I guess, I mean the girls and me. That is over. So, yeah. You gotta fix and clean up you gotta clean up the poop you made in your life before you can do anything else to move forward. I guess the fourth thing that I would say is really important in this twin flame journey and this journey of ascension in general is just to really focus on you and to change you and to do everything you can in your power to be the best you that you can be and to live the best life possible every single day. And even if you get knocked down, to stand back up again and keep going forward. Saturday, my heart was broken again, and I wanted to play the victim again, but I didn't. I got up, I did what I said I was going to do that day. I did not let that stop me. I did not let that change my plans. And great, valuable, wonderful things came from that. And I ended up having a dinner party, last minute impromptu dinner party. And I hosted it by myself, made fabulous mac and cheese, and really had a good time and a great experience with friends and family. And I know I'm ready and I'm capable. I'm really ready and capable for anything now, and I'm doing it all on my own. I'm doing it all by myself, and it is so empowering as a woman to not rely or lean on a man. So we're supposed to be partners. We're supposed to have a flow. There's supposed to be difficult life challenges, but we're supposed to be able to work through those together. It's like the parts to a complete whole. And the relationships that everybody was going through in the past, they were not a complete whole because there were still so many pieces of each person missing. But the farther we go down on this path and journey, the more complete we become by ourselves, and the closer we come to becoming that complete whole. And it's a beautiful process, and I'm really excited for everything that's to come. And I feel so blessed to have been chosen for this journey. And I feel so blessed to be here. We all should feel blessed. If you're here on this planet now at this point in time in history and life, this is a cool time because the paradigm is shifting and everything is changing, and it is going from this forced thought belief system of brainwashing, which your television does, and everything is brainwashed. Everything is like trying to get you off track of the ascension process. Because if you're thinking about materialistic things, if you're out worried about buying stuff all the time, if you're focused on all of that, you're missing everything out here. The butterflies that I see all the time, not everybody's seeing this, but it's like the universe is speaking to me in beautiful ways, and we have to pull our heads out of the screen to see it. I'm really excited to see where life goes and all the beauty that's coming from it, and realizing that the times apart and the times alone are the times that I make great change, and that the times that we get to come together are the rewards from that. So I miss you, man. And I'm also really grateful to all of my friends and family who have stood by me and listened to me and allowed me to pour my heart and soul all over the table to help me pick up and learn from it. I'm grateful for every one of you, and y'all know who you are. And then I'm grateful for all the people that I'm meeting, because y'all are changing my life too, and it's just one person after another. So I did clear cards before I started, so I'm going to pull, I'm going to shuffle and pull the first card, well, whatever card that comes flying out first, from each deck. And so whatever number of cards comes out, we'll take that many, but I'm not doing like a 45-minute reading. No, it's not happening. Like, no. So we're going to shuffle for the message for the collective at this time. What does the collective need to know on this journey of ascension, on this twin flame journey, on this light worker journey, soul path journey, whatever you want to resonate with? What is the message that we are being taught at this time? Passion ignited. Yeah. Passion for life, passion for growth, passion for knowledge and wisdom, passion for those around you, passion in relationships, everything. Like, my heart chakra is opening so wide right now, and there's so much pressure right here, and I feel it. It's like on fire, and it's it's awesome. The passion is igniting within us, and it's our choice if we want to embrace it or not, or if we want to fight it and resist it. So I recommend allowing that passion fire to burn and to feel the love that is coming at you, even though you're scared. A lot of the divine masculine right now are struggling with attachment issues from motherly attachments and the way their relationship panned out with the mothers. there's been a struggle with a big fear of attachment when it comes to this relationship with the divine feminine. So allow that passion to ignite. Don't be afraid. So we're going to go on to the next deck. I had to look at the bottom of the deck. The Hope card, or the Star card. Have hope for the new beginnings that are unfolding before you. Have hope that everything is going to turn out the way that it's supposed to. I've been surfing and spending some time at my new favorite beach access with a hope mailbox. And so hope is a big theme in my life right now, and I know that it needs to be a big theme in everybody else's life as well. So let's shuffle for this deck. What messages what message do you have for the collective to receive at this time? Wow. Love Without Condition was the first card to come out. This card came out for another friend that I read for today. Hey man, I hope you enjoyed your card reading, but Love Without Condition speaks to unconditional love, obviously, and choosing to love somebody even if they hurt you, choosing to love somebody and hold them in your heart even if they've done you harm and they've done you wrong, because we need to release the judgment. We need to release the expectations of the way that relationships are supposed to be, because right now it's all fucking backwards and it doesn't even matter. Like, we need to love this journey. We need to love each other, and we need to love our partners without condition, and release and accept and be happy. So and the butterflies, they're just always there in my life these days. I love it. Stay Strong came out. This dragon is the green color of the heart chakra. It's a 7 card, 43. Stay strong. We're all being tested. We're all purging. We're all cleansing. And it is a really tough and dark and scary and treacherous time. However, things are going to turn around. I feel like during the full moon, maybe. Got some dirty fingernails. I've been working in the dirt in the garden today. Stay strong. Just keep persevering. Keep pushing through. And another green card. There's 2. I didn't realize there was one hiding. Protect the wild and green. Protect your heart, your wild heart, your heart chakra. Protect that space and stand in your power, but we need to do it with love every time. We cannot be projecting negative emotions on people. So protect the wild and green. This also speaks to Mother Gaia. We need to respect and love Mother Gaia. The best way to do that is to do no harm. Going to a plant-based diet is very beneficial to increasing and raising your vibrational frequencies, and at least taking steps to start having less of an impact on our planet. So there's those cards. And last but not least, another green card. And embrace the masculine. So we all need to take the masculine sides of life and the masculine collective in our hearts. Send them so much unconditional love and light. Help them on their journey by just being there as somebody to listen and to send love and give love. And I don't just mean this for your other half. I mean this for the collective as a whole. The masculine people in your life are going through really tough times, as the feminine have already done a lot of the rising. The masculine are really struggling and being broken down they're having to quickly move back up in the world. Or back up on the ascension process. So yeah, embrace the masculine. Send them lots of love and light. Embrace the masculine within yourself. If you've been really on a feminine path of doing certain particular jobs or duties around your house, and you always put off something else to somebody else, like taking out the trash, embrace the masculine. Do it anyways, and do it from that perspective and change your perspective. So I am wishing you guys so much peace, so much love, and so much namaste. This journey has been tough. It has been crazy, but we're all in it together. And yeah, so I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be seeing B-Dog soon. Wishing you all the love in the world. So yeah, peace, love, namaste, adios, guys.